Once upon a time, in a bustling animal park, visitors of all ages gathered around the various enclosures, marveling at the exotic creatures. It was a typical weekend scene, filled with excitement and awe. Among the crowd, a young man made his way straight to the lion enclosure. With a determined stride, he opened the gate and stepped inside. At first, no one paid much attention. But when he opened a young lion's cage and the lion cubs sprang out, all eyes turned to him. Considering the energy with which the lion cub leaped, many people feared the worst. To their surprise, the lion was ecstatic to see the young man, pouncing on him with the exuberance of a house cat. The lion's affection was unmistakable, as it kissed the man's face repeatedly. "Why would a lion cub kiss a human being like that?" a young boy asked in astonishment. "Aren't lions and humans enemies?" another girl questioned. Just then, a zookeeper approached, ready to share the touching story of Matthew and his beloved lions. Hey everyone, welcome to the Wildearth Stories. Before we jump into today's video, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. We're super close to reaching 1,000 subscribers, so come along with us on this adventure and give this video a thumbs up. Matthew, a 35-year-old geographer who had become a part-time zookeeper a year earlier, had forever changed the destiny of some lion cubs and his own life. One cool Friday morning, Matthew headed out to enjoy the fresh air and beauty of the Mexican plains. As he relaxed, he noticed some small animals approaching him. Intrigued, he went closer and was surprised to find lion cubs instead of the usual kittens or puppies. Checking carefully to make sure their mother wasn't nearby, he noticed one cub seemed weaker than the others. Gently separating them, he saw they were all tired and their eyes were blurry. Feeling sorry for them, Matthew quickly called the Animal Rescue Center. Soon, a van arrived to take the cubs away. Matthew followed them anxiously. After 40 tense minutes, Dr. William, a vet, explained the cubs were very dehydrated and malnourished, likely abandoned by their mother not long after birth. One cub had a broken leg and needed serious care. Matthew's heart ached for the cubs. When he learned they would be separated due to overcrowded sanctuaries, he offered to take all three home until they could be placed together. His experience with animal rescues and his good relationship with the staff made his offer believable. Despite Dr. Williams' worries about the difficulty of raising lion cubs, Matthew's determination won out. With the vet's approval, Matthew took 2 cubs home, setting up a cozy guest room for them. He hoped the 3rd cub would join soon, but found out the next day its treatment would take longer. Committed to helping, Matthew visited the center daily, bonding with the recovering cub. After 3 weeks, the cub was finally ready to join its siblings. Excitedly, Matthew drove to the center to bring the cub home. The road seemed interminable, but finally, he was reunited with the 3rd cub. The other 2 cubs welcomed their brother with visible excitement. From then on, the 3 cubs became a lively part of Matthew's household, filling his days with joy and activity. As the cubs grew stronger, they started exploring the house, often falling asleep on Matthew's chest after meals. Seeing they needed names, Matthew decided to break his rule of not getting too attached. He named them Simba, Gianna, and Mario. Simba was the most affectionate, Gianna was the bossy one, and Mario was the chill, relaxed cub. Dr. William, the vet, advised Matthew to start feeding them raw meat, marking a new stage in their growth. As the cubs got bigger, their playful scratches became more serious, so Matthew replaced his wooden furniture with metal pieces. Despite these changes, he loved having them around and managed to train them surprisingly well. As the months passed and the cubs turned 1 year old, they grew even more impressive. During a routine checkup, Dr. William praised Matthew for his excellent care, but reminded him that the cubs needed more space and a more natural environment. It was hard for Matthew, but he knew the cubs deserved to experience their true habitat. With a heavy heart, he prepared to transfer them to the animal park. On the day they left, Dr. William comforted him, assuring him that the bond they shared would last. The lions would always remember him and be happy to see him when he visited. A week after the cubs moved, Matthew was unexpectedly sent to Africa for 6 months. When he returned, his first stop was the animal park. As he approached Simba's enclosure, the young lion's joyful roar drew everyone's attention. The other cubs quickly joined in, their excitement clear. An elderly zookeeper, moved by the scene, explained to the onlookers that Matthew had been the cubs' savior and caretaker, touching the hearts of everyone present. Even though Matthew and the cubs no longer lived together, their bond remained strong. They were, and always would be, a family. That's all for today. Now, it's your turn to share your thoughts about this story. What's the next adventure you're curious about? Drop a comment below and let us know. Don't forget to subscribe to the Wildearth to catch all the exciting videos coming your way.